It's time for a bath, motherfucker!
Hi! Today's bath time with Aaron does not take place in a bathtub. Also, we're whispering because it's like 2:20 a.m. This is actually like around the time like bath time with Aaron happens though, right? It's always around like 1 or 2 in the morning whenever I'm not drunk, but actually I probably shouldn't be anyway, so it's probably good that I'm not drunk. So tonight is going to be less comical than usual, mostly because I'm not naked. I mean, I am underneath the clothing, but anyway. It was an interesting day, really, an interesting few days. But overall, it's just been interesting, like this whole like life journey, right? Like we're all on it, and we're all so fucking lost, man, and nobody knows what to do. But I don't know how to explain it. Let me try. So you know how people talk about like like finding yourself, and you're like, I'm right here, dumb. I found myself. I'm so fucking cool and immature. Or mature. See, already I'm immature. Anyway, but like, you're like, what the fuck does that even mean, though, right? You're like, find yourself. I think that there should be like a different terminology for it, right? I don't want to look at it as finding myself, because I didn't find myself. Like, I mean, I guess I was lost, but I didn't find myself. I just found, I don't even want to say my way, because that's just not accurate. It's when your head meets your heart and they fall in love. Well, my meeting of heart and head started little over 6 years ago. So I was getting off of meth when I was 19, and I read the Gnostic Gospel of Thomas. If you don't know what that is, the Gnostic Gospels are basically books of the Bible that were either taken out, were just never included, or were found after the Bible was already put together and therefore not included. The Gnostic Gospel of Thomas was found in 1945, but it was validated to be from whatever the fuck year it was when, like, Jesus, who I don't even know if I believe in the dude, but was supposedly written by Thomas, and there's a verse in it that says, the kingdom of heaven is inside of you and all around you, not in mansions made of wood and stone. Split a block of wood, and you will find me. Lift a stone, and I am there. Which I'm sure you can interpret it many ways. The way I choose to interpret it is that you don't need to go to church or a place of worship to believe in God and to see heaven all around you and to see the goodness in the world. It's right here in us. It is everything. It is the all. But it's about working hard to achieve your goals and being true to who you are and working hard to be that. Well, I was hallucinating crazy shit when I was getting off meth, man. And I read this book, and it like brought me to tears. Like, it was so inspiring and so beautiful. And I prayed and I told God, in the fucking Bible, dude, you're just chilling with these motherfuckers. Like, you're just there having a fucking beer, like talking to them. If you are real, I need you to show me. I don't mean give me a sign. I don't mean give me some super fucking metaphor that I'm like reading into. I mean, right the fuck now. I need to see that you are fucking real. If I have a purpose, if I have a reason for existing, you have to fucking tell me, because I don't know. And while you could very easily say it was just me hallucinating from getting off of meth, the motherfucker was right there, and I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, well, who the fuck are you? It's like, God, you like just told me that you needed to see me, and so I'm here. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't think you were gonna do it. And he's like, what did you think I was gonna do? And I'm like, nothing. I didn't think you were real, bro. So we talked for hours, and I told him I needed fucking help. Like, I couldn't do it. I did not have it in me to get off of drugs. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was so fucking scared and lost, and I was like fucking seeing demons and the devil everywhere, and they'd talk to me, and it was fucking terrifying. And it's a long story, but he did some weird shit to my body, like with syringes and shit, right? And I woke up the next day, and I could not remember what it was like to use meth. I like thought about all my triggers, and like the memory, it just wasn't there. And it lasted for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, it came back, but I was over that 2-week hump, you know? So the hallucinations of whatever stopped, but I did not stop seeing him. I saw him when I would meditate, right? So my eyes were closed. But I experienced the room just as if they weren't. I mean, if someone would walk in and interrupt, I would turn my eyes closed and see like who it was. It was weird. And then not explainable scientifically, not yet anyway, right? So it goes on for like 3 months like this, and we talk and we chat, and it's good, and I'm doing great. And then he says one day that it's the last time I'm ever gonna see him. And I was like, no, I need you here. And he was like, no, you don't need me here anymore. You're strong enough. I was like, no, like, I really need you here. And he was like, no, you're good, dude. Well, fast forward 6 years into the future, well, 5, last year, I was not doing great. I was a heavy alcoholic, and I fucking, oh God, it was so bad. I had like this pain in me, and I didn't know where it was even coming from. Like, why did I hurt so bad? And I fucking took like 500 prescription pills and like 12 bottles of wine. I fucking died, motherfucker. Well, obviously, they brought me back to life. I was in a medically induced coma for 5 days, and I woke up hallucinated a lot from all the drugs and all the drugs they had me on. Not to mention, a medically induced coma is literally just a barbiturate overdose that kills your brain function. So, great things happen up here these days, right? For a brief time after waking up, I saw the world for what it was, and I knew it. It all made sense. It was perfect, but I knew I wasn't allowed to tell anyone like the meaning of life, because that's like cheating. It's that they have to find it on their own. But I tried to tell someone, and I forgot it immediately. So after I stopped hallucinating in the hospital, and everything kind of went back to normal again, or well, not normal. Not that I was normal to begin with, but I am not the same person Like, it literally feels like I was put into this body with all the memories and knowledge of this person, but I didn't know that person any better than I knew, like, why am I in this? Like, what the fuck? But I didn't know where else I was supposed to be. It was just not, like, this life was not mine. It was weird, like I was someone else. Like, the dude in here fucked up and killed himself, but I was given a second chance, and so they just put me in this body. Even though I felt that way, even though I felt like I was given this, like, second chance, I had no passion or desire or care. Nothing mattered. You know, like, I still felt empathy really strongly, maybe more so, but I just didn't care. There's just so much pain in the world, and fuck it. So, I don't say this to people, but when I moved to New Mexico, I didn't move here to, like, start anew, like I've said. I came to New Mexico to give up on life and die. And thus began the process when I literally, like, I got so sick, I think I was maybe dying. My hair stopped growing. I was, like, starting to go, like, totally bald. My skin looked like I was fucking dipped in gray paint or some shit. I had knots, like, all over my body, and I didn't know what they were. Oh, I almost forgot, like, the most important detail. I went blind in my left eye slowly, and then my right eye, and then my right eye came back, and as it cleared up and it went back to normal, everything else, like, all my symptoms cleared up. And, like, literally, like, my hair used to be copper-based brown, and now it's ash. What? And in my head, like, I'm, like, becoming this, like, new person with these new thoughts and new ideas that I'd had before. You know, a lot of them I hadn't, but things, this weird shit, like, didn't happen before, but it does now, and it still does, and it happens more and more often. It's more common, I think, in numbers. Like, when I look at things, they are not things. They're not even, like, dimensional. They're not, like, 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional. They're numbers. They're numbers, and they make sense to me. It's like math and concepts become these, like, numerical equations that answer massive questions that I have about the universe. And I'm like, oh, holy fuck, that makes perfect fucking sense now. Like, how do I know that? And I can't remember the math to do it afterwards. What the fuck? But the real kicker of this brain change, the voice, the guy that I saw, he comes back. It's not an image this time, though. It's just the voice. But he is, like, an active part of my thought process now, right? I've talked about this. It's not with all the backstory and so in depth. And he tells me some weird shit, like, that this is my time to opt into the test of life, or whatever this is. Like, I can either say, yes, let's do it, or I can say, you know what, I'm just gonna give up again. But I told him, let's fucking do it, dude. So after I opt in, he tells me that I'm going to suffer immensely. But I will suffer so that other people can be saved, right? And like a martyr. Like, what's gonna happen? And he just says that it is going to be more pain than I could possibly imagine. If I took the worst, most terrifying thing that I can think of happening, it's gonna be 1,000 times worse, and it's gonna last a really fucking long time. But he says that afterward, everything is gonna be so amazing for everyone, for all of us, that I just have to do this. And I'm like, okay, fucking set me on fire. And months go by, and we still talk constantly. He'd be talking, tell me little things right now even. And I still don't know, like what am I supposed to do? What's the purpose? And there was like a little bit of drama today, and it for like the first time in my life, I was able to like go around the room and like tap into people, and it was like I was experiencing like them, like not in their entirety, but just like a little piece of them, like the piece that they were giving us in their story and in their interactions, the way they spoke. Like I felt it deeper than ever. And after doing this for hours, and so many different people I've interacted with, I realized something so sad. Everyone hurts so bad. Everything we do is based off of pain. We want to say it's based off of love, and we will, but it's not. It's just pain. We all hurt so fucking bad. We just want someone to take the pain away, but no one's taking it away. Do you want to know why? Because we're constantly dishing it out, and it's not about karma at all. It is just when I hit you, I'm hitting her and him and me and everyone, because we are all one. It's just us, dude. And then it fucking hits me. And I get it. Because all day I'm thinking like, dude, fuck New Mexico. Y'all bitches are fucking crazy. What the fuck? Like, I just want to go back to Texas. Like, I'll go anywhere. Just get me out of here, please. And I realized, like, wait. These people, they need somebody, right? Somebody who doesn't like feel this pain the way they do, because I don't. I just feel theirs. I don't have that anymore though, it's gone. I feel complete. And I can't leave them. That's why I'm here. Because they don't know how to do it. I need someone to show them. People in my life who aren't even in my life yet. People who will be in my life. People who have been in my life. It's their choice to listen. I can tell them, you know, I can tell them my story and show them that our stories are all the same. Because it's the same. It's the same everywhere. I don't know how to explain it, but I know in my head exactly what to do. And it's good, and I think it's gonna help people, you know, like, I want people to feel what I feel, like this just like, let me round it back to my head and my heart. They finally met and they got to know each other, and when that happened, this other thing came in, and it's God, it's the all, it's everything, it's our connection, and it doesn't all always make sense, and you know, I still have bad days, you know, where like things eat me up, but it just rolls off. I I am me. Like, I am who I want to be. You know, there are still flaws, there's still things that can be upgraded and worked on. Always, there always will be. I always want there to be. I always want to move forward. But I like truly and deeply love who I am. And I want everyone to be able to say that and feel that and mean it.